Well, we're called the Caucasian Core because we did have someone who was brown but they dropped out.
Butana!
Butana! As John Locke, the sociologist, has said, the way that we label and categorise the world can have real impacts on real people, and we thought that if we labelled the team, then that would have an impact.
So we're Team Stir Fry, inspired by our dinner.
Au Sauvage is our team name.
Thought that by constructing some dominant discourse around a certain name, that would alienate certain people within the group and create a marginalised kind of...
Probably like a minority.
Yeah, and that said, we've already alienated Steph as it is.
Mostly.
Just because of her height.
And it came about from our first initials attempting to be pretentious.
It was Drunken Badgers, no! Because we had the Badger song stuck in our head.
I asked our group if they knew any bad words in other languages. And
Butana!
Butana was the only one we knew.
It's also going to be our perfume. After we spend 24 hours in this room together, that's the smell.
Our element is fire, and that makes me feel pretty worked up, pretty angry, pretty hot.
Our element is wood.
And it makes us feel rooted.
Our element is actually a compound of hydrogen and oxygen. It's commonly known as water.
Air.
That's
Yes.
W-A-T-E-R.
Or water if you're British.
Our element is ice.
Our element is Earth.
Fires us up.
Well, how does it make us feel? The literally ice? Rather cold.
It has an aroma of success.
And we also it's kind of... It's not like a happy... it's not necessarily a happy or positive element. It can be quite dark.
Yeah, when you don't
kind of
use
enjoy
ice
that.
right.
Makes us feel titillated.
Yeah.
We decided to branch out a little bit.
And we've decided to really focus on that in our piece.
The thing about fire is, it's really hard to get it started, but once it's started, it's also very hard to put it out.
I'd probably be Shambler.
No, you're Rachel. We put you as Rachel.
Well, the entire team collectively would be Phoebe, because she's a bit of an airhead.
So we had a bit of trouble with this
Are
question.
the characters friends?
Do you mean that that we are the characters of our friends, as in our friends are writing plays in which we are the characters?
Are you
and in a
familiar with the
sense we're
sitcom
being
Friends?
Shaped or narrated by
Sitcom.
The sitcom Friends?
the what com?
Okay, hang on, we had this. Charlie is Joey for obvious reasons.
Can I be Matt LeBlanc?
Yeah, alright. If you want.
Oh, I don't really watch Friends.
Glenn was Ross because he didn't know the show at all, so we could pin him with who we didn't like.
I'm going to be Phoebe because I think my musical talent is on par with hers.
We gave you Rachel because you just sex on legs.
I guess I'd be Monica because clearly I was eating and I was quite large before. So.
I got Phoebe because they wouldn't let me be Chandler, and he got to be Chandler because he has a penis.
I guess I'd be Newman.
You'd be Newman?
Just this weird character that comes in every now and again and says something weird and everyone hates them.
Cool.
Yes.
Yes!
We think so.
You're not planning to, but if we fall down.
I brought the gear, so I hope so.
Yeah, probably not.
We might have a group sleep.
One big kind of spoon on it.
Hello, Fort.
It's easily possible.
You can be kind of death is and non-awakeness is something that seizes you. And
it's in the future.
So it's something you plan for, I see.
It's
something you can't plan for, and it can't be like a project.
Yeah, it can't be a project.
I learned something interesting today about sleeping. If the smaller person is on the outside of the spooning, it's called a jetpack.
Sexy, erratic,
Sexy,
Loud.
like being with your mum.
like a bad STI.
Academy Award winning.
Probably a lot like this
I
interview.
quite like this one.
I hope not.
Slightly dark. It's got sort of
Bit dark.
real life domestic violence undertones.
Bit light, it'll probably be a bit light.
You know, it's hard to tell at this stage.
And maybe a little like Friends, but probably much more like this interview than Friends, definitely.
Fantastic.
It's gonna be awesome.
If I could sum it up in one word, I'd say flower pot.
Quite dark at the moment.
Well, we need to paint a picture
Dark.
with my words for you on what our final plan
Shut
will be like.